Hey Capricorn, it's your honest homegirl, Aśe Aśe. This is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. Take what resonates, what doesn't resonate, leave for another healing homie. With that said, if you're new to my channel, what's up? If you're a returning healing homie, what's up, gang? How are you? How I do my readings, I do your intuitive message first, and then we get into your honest talking tarot session. And at the very end, we do pull cards to see what your person may want to say to you. So if you want to get the tea on that, stay tuned to the end. Capricorn. So a lot of you guys could be having a lot of fun at this time. You could be laughing. You could be joking around, being silly. Some of you are attending parties at this time, especially holiday parties. Some of you could be going to the movies, out to eat. I just see you guys socializing a lot, okay? Or you could just be playing a lot of music right now. I see joyous type energy right now. Someone could be thinking about you, or you could be thinking about someone. Some of you could have been suffering from depression, and you're finally like getting out there, you know, being seen again, socializing, because maybe you were in hermit mode for a very long time, and you're like, you know what, it's time for me to get back out there, get my groove back, and, you know, do different things. I'm getting out of this depression. Like, you're not sitting there allowing anything to be a Debbie Downer for you. Others of you could be looking at your appearance right now and wanting to change your hair or change how you look, like your outfits, or, you know, your body appearance. You want to alter some things. Like, there's a lot of things that you're working on with yourself at this time. You're taking action towards it. Some of you could even be traveling at this time to go see family, or you're going to be traveling to see family soon. Some of you guys could be really focused on building a solid foundation with your family, generational wealth for your family, saving money for your family. I hear somebody say, this is what I do it for. So whatever it is that you do, this is what you do it for. You do it for your family. You do it for your loved ones. I do see here, your immediate family could be literally just you, like your mom, your child, and the mother of your child. And you may even have like 2 dogs for some of you. One dog is like darker than the other, like one's lighter than the other. Like maybe one is white and one is brown, or one is black and one is brown. They could be pit bulls or boxers, or like some type of muscular type of a dog. I do see like your mother may garden, or like to garden, or is starting another garden. Or she just has like a lot of plants around the house, or this is you wanting to have like a lot of greenery around the house, a lot of decor around the house, decorations around the house. You may be dealing with someone that has like colored hair, like they may wear blonde hair, red hair, blue hair, like they try different things with their hair color. For others of you, you may know someone whose favorite color is yellow. Your favorite color could be green. Or you may like the colors of like tan and like, it's not really like green. It's almost like, it kind of looks like this color. It's like a greenish, like aqua bluish type color. I don't know, maybe that's your favorite color. I don't know. Your mom's favorite color could be orange. And she likes to wear like dresses around the house. For others of you, this could be you. You could be the grandma in the family now, and it's like your eldest has finally had a child. Or you're the eldest and your mom was finally like, you know, finally you had a child type thing. Or you could be her only child. But for others of you, you could be the grandparent, and your son has finally had a child, okay? Could be a little girl or a little boy. I mean, whichever one it is, there's a child, okay? For others of you, you know, you are trying to like break free. Like I said, I feel like you guys are trying to break free from like the Debbie Downer energy of putting yourself down, doubting yourself, and not thinking you're good enough, and you're like, you're getting your mojo back, where it's like, no, I believe I deserve this, I deserve that, I should have that, I should get this, I'm going to get it, type of energy, because that's the only way you're going to change, you know, your thought process and your circumstances, is what you believe is your truth. So you have to start believing that your truth is whatever it is that you want to entertain. For some of you guys, the only way you're going to learn and grow is by changing and doing things differently. Thinking you could do something the same way over and over again and get different results, that's insanity. We all know that, right? And for others of you, I want you to know that if you're going to change, change for you. Change to make yourself feel better. Change so that you could live a full life for yourself and teach your children and grandchildren how to live a full life for themselves. Don't ever change for other people. Only change unless it's for your highest good, okay? So if that has resonated with any of my Capricorns, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I do appreciate the love and the support. Okay, your homegirl. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you what it ain't. Okay? So let's get a card for self-awareness for Capricorn. Divine Spirit. Let's get a card for self-awareness. What does Capricorn need to be aware of? Let's get a card for family and friends. Let's get a card for finances. Are these? Okay. And let's get a card for love. All right, so your overall energy is passion, being focused, getting the job done, doing what you need to do, having that tunnel vision, having a plan, and sticking to it. So when it comes to you being aware of yourself, you have to be aware that there is, so for some of you, if you have like a teenage son, you need to be aware that there needs to be a balance of like understanding with your child and seeing things from their point of view, or you know, being fair with your teenager, okay? Knowing that they're a teenager, they're going to make mistakes. We all have, and you can't control the mistakes that they make, because that now you're trying to interrupt God's plan for them. So you have to understand that, you know, give them fair punishments and let them say what they need to say. But as long as they're saying it in a respectful way, it shouldn't matter. You know, you should be able to allow them to voice their opinion, because if not, they're going to grow up and allow other people to do what you're doing to them, which is dominate them, you know? Or this is something that was done to you as a teenager. You may have had a parent or parents that were very dominating, that were very unjust and unfair to you when you were growing up, and, you know, you weren't able to have like the life that you truly wanted to experience because they held you back. For others of you, you may have dealt with the justice system at a very early age, where, you know, you were in and out of jail, or you dealt with people that were in and out of jail, or, you know, you were just a rebel with no cause. And, you know, for others of you, I feel like you're starting to also, I feel like you've already surpassed healing from childhood traumas, and you're dealing with adolescent traumas at this time, and you're starting to finally embrace what it is that you've been through as a teenager, as an adolescent, and figuring out the lessons that you needed to learn, and you are making better choices now. For others of you, be aware that you need to, it says Bad Habit. That's what's playing right now by Stevie Lacy or something like that. So you could be balancing that out, where it's like, you know, you want to have fun, but you also need to learn how to work hard. And so it's the work hard, play hard, work harder, play harder type of energy that you need to seek balance in. Some of you may have, as teenagers, you didn't take school seriously or work seriously, and all you did was want to party. And there was no balance between putting in the work and being able to celebrate. So now this is the lesson that you're learning now about yourself, where it's like you have to put in the work and then you celebrate. Because if you celebrate before you put in the work, what if the work doesn't fall through? You get what I'm saying? Because you was too busy celebrating. You wasn't seeing things clearly. You was doing too much and thinking you had it all together, and then you really didn't. So it's like, now you're aware of work hard, play hard, work harder, you get to play harder, but you have to put the work in first, okay? And some of you, this could be literally you needing to do this so that you can show your teenage son how to do the same thing, because if you're not doing what you... Basically, you need to be the example that you want your child to be. So don't tell your child to be a certain way and you're the total opposite. It's not going to work. They're never going to listen to you. They're going to look at you like you're an effing liar. And that's just how teenagers look at people, look at adults, okay? That's how children look at adults. Prime example, when I was a daycare provider, I had this little girl who loved to run around barefoot. I couldn't blame her, because at the end of the day, I don't like wearing socks and stuff. But she's a liability now that she's in my home and in my business, and God forbid something happens to her, I could get sued. So I'm trying to eliminate liability. You need to put your socks and your shoes on, or you need to put your little slippers on, or whatever the case may be. She turned around, she looked at me and goes, "Miss K, you don't have socks and shoes on. You don't have any slippers on." And most adults would have sat there and looked at her and thought that she was being rude, disrespectful, and would have chastised her. Me, on the other hand, because I grew up a certain way, I wanted to unlearn and relearn things that were taught to me and do things differently so that we could have a better generation to come, because these children are our future. I said, you know what, Sky? You're right. Go get Miss K slippers over there near her desk. And she went, and before she got my slippers, she went and put her slippers on and handed me mine. And every time from there on, I made sure my feet were covered, and I never had a problem with her again. So that's a prime example of being that example that you want your children to be. And that's something that you're doing right now. Or that's your main focus, because you want, to build a legacy that you're going to have responsible children to carry it on for the next generation, and the next generation. When it comes to family and friends, you could be dealing with a Leo at this time, okay? Or Leo could be heavily on your mind at this time. Or you could just be looking at a Leo and you're just looking like you've grown so much, or this could be your child right here, They've grown so much, and it's like you have a lot to still teach them. Or this could be an adult child, and, you're having to teach them some things, okay? Something that you've learned how to balance out. Maybe since you were a child, a teenager, you've always had to know how to do checks and balances, write checks, be responsible, save money, and things like that. So that's something that maybe you're teaching your child or your grown child how to balance out things. I do see here too that you may have to have the courage to speak up to your family and friends. You may want... Please forgive me for the loud noise of people coming in and out of the house. But you may have a lot of people coming in and out of the house, okay? And it's annoying you, because it definitely is annoying me. Now, you could also have to have the courage to speak up to your family and friends, say what you need to say, speak your truth to them in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like there's, there's like standing up to them. So if you had overbearing parents or something, you may need, and they're still that way, you may need to step up and say something to them. You don't have to do things in a disrespectful way, but you need to let them know, listen, I'm an adult now. I make my own decisions for my life, and I do appreciate the advice, but I'm going to ultimately do whatever it is that you want to do. So have the courage to do that, or there's something that you need to get off your chest to your family and your friends. And trust me, you'll be relieved. And the thing is, at the end of the day, their opinion doesn't matter, because you have a life that you need to live, okay? So you do whatever it is that you want to do. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, God forbid, if you weren't here, they would have to move on with their life. They would still have to do what they need to do for themselves. And that's just it, right? Now, when it comes to finances, there's like going to be repercussions if you don't discipline yourself when it comes to your finances, okay? If you don't do what you say you're going to do, if you don't save, if you don't live off a half your paycheck, if that's what you said you were going to do, if you don't stick to whatever program that you put yourself on to manifest some type of income or generational wealth in any way, shape, or form, you have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to have your ducks in a row. So if that means you need to lay off that entertaining for a while, okay, because you need to be aware, some of you need to be aware of your immature ways within yourself. If you know that you need to save money for something, whatever it is, or just to have a safety net for emergencies, or a savings account that has 6 months worth of your bills saved up, whatever it is that you're working for, stick to it. Because if you don't, you're going to have to deal with karma, and you're going to have to deal with the consequences of things being slow and stagnant for you for a little while. Okay? You may need to, all throughout this month, January, February, possibly up to March, or shoot, even up to August, you know, for some of you, some of you may be having the courage to tell, listen, I can't spend money until August comes. I'm saving all my bread until August type of energy. So stick to whatever plan it is that you have when it comes to your finances, because you will suffer the consequences of that if you don't. Okay, because something may come up and then you're not going to have the money, and then you will fall into a depression. So to avoid that, stick to your guns, stick to what you said you were going to do. Now, when it comes to love, you're unsure. Okay. And as you should, because if your finances are not in order, you really shouldn't be committing yourself to a relationship, okay, like a serious committed relationship with anybody, because you want to have certain things in order for yourself. And that goes for men and for women, okay? So I wouldn't even date right now. With the circumstances here with your finances, I wouldn't even be dating. Like, it's okay to have like conversation with people, because we all need to interact with others. But as far as like going out on dates right now, spending money on dates, and you know you're supposed to be saving your money, that's not a smart idea. That's not a smart idea. The song What's Up is playing, but somebody could be asking you like, what's up with you? The thing is, be honest, you know, like you don't have to tell people your business, but you could just be like, listen, yo, I'm really like focused right now. I'm focused on work right now. I'm really, focused on, building right now for myself. Whatever it is that you need to say, you need to just say it without having to spill all your business. The thing is, as adults, we communicate, right? So for others of you, you just question love. You wonder when love is coming. So this is for my singles. Some of you are wondering when love is coming in, and how long is it going to take. Focus on you until it comes. The minute you sit there and forget about it, that's when it just comes out of nowhere. When you forget about love, that's when it'll come out of nowhere. Okay? A lot of you, the reason why you're in the predicament that you're in when it comes to your finances is because you were too busy worried about love instead of worrying about getting your ducks in a row. Because you getting your ducks in a row would attract somebody with their ducks in a row, and then y'all could sit there and roll together. You get what I'm saying? without any worries about having to worry about the other person and having to take care of another person type of energy. So for those questioning about love, make sure you are loving yourself first. Make sure you're doing everything that you would want somebody else to do for you. You're already doing it for yourself. If you can't get your nails done, that means you don't need to be looking for somebody else to get your nails done. If you could barely pay your bills, you shouldn't be looking for somebody to be paying your bills. You should be looking to do all of that for yourself before you go looking for somebody to do it for you. Because if any smart, logical person would be like, if you couldn't do that for yourself, what makes you think I want to do it for you? That's just like, if you can't keep your own secrets, what makes you think that somebody else is going to keep their secrets? I mean, keep your secrets. Like, you get what I'm saying? So for some of you guys, you could be also, if you're in a relationship, you could be questioning this relationship at this time, wondering if this is the right relationship for you. Should you be in a relationship? Should you be single? I'm getting the energy of I could do it. If I'm do bad, I could do bad by myself type of energy. Okay. And then with me mentioning break free in your intuitive reading, you know, you may be wondering if it's best for you to break free from a situation. And some of you could be afraid of what your family and friends may think of you because of that. And that's why that fear is there for the family and the friends. Again, they living their life. They doing what they want to do. No matter what kind of advice you give your friends and stuff, they still want to choose to do what they want to do. That's just like having a friend that doesn't want to get out of a toxic relationship. No matter how much you sit there and show them that they're in a toxic relationship, it's still their life. They're going to choose what they want to do. So at the end of the day, do what you need to do for you, Capricorn. That's all I can say, is for you to just do what you need to do for you. Okay? You may also think somebody may think a certain way of you if you don't have your finances in order. I don't think you would want to be with someone like that. And then don't assume that either, okay? Only way you would know is if you say something, right? Don't assume things. Because some people are materialistic, some people aren't. Some people are realists, okay? And they see things for exactly what it is and for what it ain't. But let's see how relationships have affected you in the past and in the present. So in the past, you may have been an overthinker in your relationships, okay? Somebody may have not given you the security that you seeked or the stability that you seeked in a relationship. This could also have stemmed from childhood traumas with your parents as well. Always thinking about what they thought of you because they were very judgmental and things of that nature. And then you turned around and dated people that were the same way. Or you fear that you're going to date someone that's like your parents. Clingy. Some of you have been really clingy in relationships. Or maybe, you know, somebody told you were clingy. And that's because you were dating someone that wanted space. See, that's the thing. There's people you can be clingy with because there's other people that like to be clingy too. And then there's people that don't like to be clingy. So that means you shouldn't be clingy with a person that doesn't want to be. You have to just know the type of people that you're dealing with. Okay. And that's the only way you'll know is having conversation with people. I don't know why I keep getting conversation. Like, maybe you guys are bad communicators, or you having a hard time expressing how you feel or what you think. Okay? You could have had a mother that was smothering towards you, and it made you very self-conscious as well. But let's see what your person may want to say to you, Capricorn. Capricorn, what does your person that's on your mind want to say to you? And take it if you want to say it to them. They may think you're a player. We have, can we try something new? Stop tripping, please. I love you. Running. Come closer. You could be dealing with other people's problems, or you got an ops around you. The person you're dealing with or dating is your op. okay? They are against you. It says, I'm not coming back. On my knees praying. Love at first sight. Let's try this again. Psych. Oh, look, home decor. I told you guys I was dealing with home decor in your intuitive message. And it says, don't take it personally. So take out, and then we got pussy on agua at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys, like I said, somebody could have left you, or you plan on leaving somebody, okay? You could be praying about this at this time. You are not even entertaining the idea of getting back with somebody. You could be running away from love, okay? Some of you guys could be going like back and forth, and I don't know. Take it how it resonates for you, Capricorn. So let's get some homegirl advice. We have the fall is a prominent time for you guys. Your ancestor altar, and look, young adulthood traumas, okay? So a lot of you guys, that's what you're dealing with right now. The lessons that you're learning that you had to recycle, that you did not learn when you were adolescent, you're learning them now as an adult for you to change your future. When people say life is a game, that's exactly what it is. It's like the cycle that you went through from the age of birth to like 10 years old or 12 years old, right? Those lessons that you needed to learn, whatever lessons you learned them, but the ones that you didn't learn, you're going to learn them again in your adolescent years. And then with all the distractions and the things, people pulling and tugging on how to influence you, whether it's society or your parents or your friends, it makes it even harder for you to learn the lessons that you were supposed to learn. But some people do learn them, some people don't. And if you don't learn the lesson, then you repeat those same cycles again in adulthood. And the thing is, it's the game that you got to learn. Okay, you want to talk to your ancestors, speak with your ancestors, make an ancestor altar so that they can help you, because they've been through those same lessons that because they passed them down to you. They know the game. So you need to have a connection with them, okay? And then we also have spirit animals at the bottom of the deck. So pay attention to the animals that are around you. I always have my own meaning of those animals, but you can always Google the spiritual meaning of. Look, the fall is definitely a prominent time, and some of you are dealing with daddy issues that you need to heal from, okay? So, again, the fall is like a prominent time. That's probably when, it's funny because I told a Capricorn friend of mine that in 2023 was when they were going to find safety within themselves, themselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Like some of them were physically moving to a better place, okay, a better environment. And it could be until the fall of 2023, you know, where you're finally at peace. You know, you're like getting bits and pieces of fulfillment. And by the fall of 2023, you'll be stable and concrete, and all that nonsense that was going on in your life and the lessons you learned, you finally learned them, and things can come to a conclusion for you. So let's get an oracle message. We have helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. It could be sisters, someone older than you, someone younger than you. This could be a female friend, or you may have three prominent females in your life that you can go to, a mother, a sister, and like a homegirl like me, you know. And we also have playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. So the thing is, you have to have a balance, okay? Just as much as you work, you have to make sure you're doing something for yourself so that you're not feel like you're working for nothing. You get what I'm saying? Also pay yourself first, then put the rest towards, you know, put some towards savings, and then put some towards your bills. And I think they had, look up, I think it's the 20, 30, 50 rule when it comes to finances. Look that up, okay? I believe that's what it is. It'll come up anyway if I have the numbers wrong, but it's like a 20, 30, 50 rule or something like that. Like 20% goes of your check goes to you, 30% goes to your bills, and then the other half goes to savings or something like that. I can't remember. But guys, if you resonated with that reading, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.